I love starting a new painting. It's so free and exciting. I get to do whatever I want. I mean, I get to do that anyway, but here all bets are off and the stakes are low. So I just play and I try new things. I don't normally do sort of round or swirly shapes. So on this particular piece, I was giving it a try just to see what that felt like, if there's anything to discover in it. I use charcoal, water solubles. I do whatever I want in this process of activating the canvas. I use big pieces of charcoal and smaller pieces, finer lines, thicker lines. Sometimes I'll fill in an area or smudge it. It's just a lot of fun and a great space for me to try things out. So it may be pattern, line direction. I might be trying things that I might want to use in paintings that are already on the go. It might be something that I'm just responding to in this piece. But really, I like to keep it open. I like to keep my mind free. I can certainly see myself working on the design, and I can see that my hand and my mind will try to work out things or modify things. But I do try to check in often with myself so that I keep the process free. After laying down a lot of charcoal, I will then bring out some gesso and I'll grab a spatula and just start painting out some of what I've put down. So again, it's fun, playful, but also I'm looking at my composition, thinking about how I'm working out the design. I'm masking some things, I'm covering things up. I also love to scratch through some of this gesso that I'm laying down. You can see that the gesso is starting to get grayed out, and I've got some water soluble crayons down there that are starting to mix with the gesso and change things. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I just start making moves, and here I'm using a color shaper to scrape and reveal again what was covered. I might cover it up again. I might reveal it again. I might add more white. Really just a beautiful process in my mind for getting the canvas activated, for exploring my tools, my mark making, and seeing also if there's a design or some feeling that's emerging that I want to chase. And so, a lot of times I feel like it's a dog's breakfast that's formulating before my eyes, but I really also try to check in and make sure that I'm not judging. I'm just going with the flow to see what else can happen. And of course, I move and paint slower than this, but I didn't think you'd want to sit through 12 minutes of me exploring. So don't be fooled by this being something that I work out really fast. This is me, and I like to take my time. Here I'm using a art graph color disc. They're highly pigmented. This is a brown piece that I have, and it's just makes beautiful lines. Because it's got a narrow, like a wafer. So, and then I've got some other mark making tools that make thin lines. And sometimes I'll even scrape into it with my favorite tool, which is a paring knife. It's like 40 years old. I'm sure we had it when I was living on the farm as a teenager, and it's fantastic because while I'm sure it could still do damage, it's much better to use than when I just bought out of the store. This is a smaller color shaper. I try not to fill in areas and color between the lines, but sometimes that has to happen. Otherwise, I'll cover everything up that I've actually thought was really beautiful. So just making my way through this composition and playing and trying things on for size is really what I find is important in this process. I hope you find this helpful and give it a try yourself.